You walk out of the PTA meeting in a state of utter bewilderment. Your school asked for volunteers for the upcoming fundraiser. Of course you signed up to help. But before the ink under your pen was dry, you somehow went from being a volunteer to being the volunteer, the person in charge of the school fundraiser. So now you're on the hook for designing the spiritwear and swag so that people will actually buy it, ordering everything so it arrives at the same time, and fulfilling each individual order. Don't panic. Not only will we teach you how to design spiritwear, beanies, water bottles, and everything else for this fundraiser, we're going to help you to create a sustainable fundraising model for your school that supports every fundraiser from now until your students have students. Wait. I know. You volunteered to design spiritwear and swag for one fundraiser, not every fundraiser. Hear me out. I know you're probably not a graphic designer, you're a parent or a teacher or a coach. And it's because you're one of those three things that nobody has to tell you how important school funding is. Your students deserve only the best homecoming or senior class trip, and the profits from fundraising are what make that possible. But fundraisers do more than raise money. When we polled 300 people just like you, the adults behind the fundraisers, we found that schools with consistent spiritwear programs had higher turnout for school events than those that didn't. Spiritwear superstars were also 4 times more likely to associate spiritwear with school pride. So by creating a frictionless, repeatable process for designing, ordering, and delivering spiritwear and school swag, you not only save all future fundraiser volunteers a lot of grief, you lay the foundation for a consistent spiritwear program that unites the community and increases turnout for events, like other fundraisers. You do this, and they might make you prom queen. Okay, back to business. You have a fundraiser to plan, and the first step is designing the spiritwear and school swag. What do? Start by tapping local resources. You're not alone. You have an entire community behind you, and you'll have a more successful fundraiser if you involve them in the design process from the jump. We also recommend starting your own spiritwear design committee of parents and students. Brainstorms are better with more brains. That's a fact. Maybe the school will even let you organize a student design competition, where students pick from amongst your top contenders or submit their own ideas. You will probably see some off-the-wall entries. Just remember to not shy away from whatever it is that excites students, even if it doesn't make a lick of sense to you. Here's all you need to know about creating a design the whole class will cheer for. Good design is simple. Your school emblem or mascot or one of 2 lines of text and no more than 2 fonts. It's about bringing the community together, and your tried and true spiritwear designs already do that. High-res images only. Double check the resolution of whatever art you import into the design lab. Custom Ink performs quality assurance checks on every order. So if we think your design isn't crisp and vivid, we'll flag it and reach out before printing your order. Contrast is king. Your team wants to see your school spirit from the nosebleeds, so be sure to use light-colored ink on dark shirts and dark-colored ink on light shirts for an extra pop. You can even incorporate your school colors if they're complementary. For those of you who skipped art class, a quick refresher. Complementary colors sit across from each other on the color wheel and naturally have high contrast. Blue and orange, yes. Blue and green, not so much. Just remember that the cost per shirt goes up the more ink colors you use. Stick to between 1 to 3 ink colors total for an eye-catching design at the best price. If you're new to Custom Ink Design Lab, cue up this video where we walk you through the basics of designing and ordering custom tees from start to finish. We'll touch on some of what's mentioned in that video here, but we're going to focus on how Design Lab addresses challenges specific to school fundraisers. First, did you know you can design multiple products at once? Click on Add Products in the bottom left corner and see for yourself. You don't have to create separate orders or even open a dozen tabs on your browser. Design Lab lets you pick the products you want for your fundraiser and flip between them from the same panel. As long as you have an account with Custom Ink, Design Lab will then save all your designs for ordering and future use. If you're really tight on time or want at least one design that goes beyond your school emblem and mascot, check out our library of design templates at the link here. Get inspired by hundreds of popular options and click Edit this design to import right into Design Lab, where you can switch up the colors to match your schools. Type your name in and voila, another fundraiser bestseller locked in. Remember earlier when we talked about forming a design committee? If you take our advice, then you can count on Design Lab to back you up. You can share your editable designs over email and gather feedback from your cohort in real time. All your designs are ready to go. Now on to ordering. Those of you who took Econ 101 will know that when you're buying in bulk, the more you buy, the more you save per product, which means higher margins for your fundraiser and more cash on hand for the school piggy bank. Before you submit your order, Custom Ink will calculate the total sub-cost and the cost per item based on how many you plan to purchase. Full transparency. And to help you stick to your budget, we offer money-saving tips based on the products in your cart. Don't forget our one-click tax exemption for schools. No paperwork necessary, and it covers your entire order. And that's it! Submit your order and get back to planning everything else that goes into a successful fundraiser. Check out the Custom Ink Design Lab today. And if you're looking for design tips for extracurriculars like marching bands and after-school clubs, click here.